So in my opinion, Godzilla has one of the best, one of the scariest, one of the most recognizable roars in history. And that goes for all the Godzillas. I don't think there's one that I don't necessarily like, but today it gets a little more terrifying. Apparently, that is, we're reacting to a video titled How I Made Godzilla Sound Horrifying. Now, is this man about to mix him with a bunch of scary monsters? Is he about to just make it deeper? Let's dive in and see what's going on. And let me know in the comments, guys, which Godzilla is your favorite as far as roaring goes. Let's jump into it. Shout out to Shazy for the video. 3 monsters here, Toothless, Freddy, and Godzilla.
In the last video, I made popular monsters sound horrifying.
We're going to react to that video after this, by the way.
Monsters and do the same for them. But here's the catch. I could only import 3 sounds. So let's start off with, I saw the How to Train Your Dragon trailer, and in there I saw Toothless.
Well, Toothless, man.
Dragon. No, not that one. No. Yes. Toothless is already pretty scary, but I think what would elevate him from scary to horrifying is a new roar. See, according to me, Toothless probably evolves from some flying reptile or bird.
Guys, if you haven't yet, scroll down for me. Hit that subscribe button.
I'm going to use is inspired by this comment on my last video, and it's a cassowary. Think of them as geese.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I can't just pass that up. And for one, why is there a geese on the screen? Goose? Anyways, let's go back a little bit. What in the world is this thing staring me down? What did he call it? A cassowary? Oh, this thing right here, cassowary. All right, well, that sounded terrifying. Let's get back to it.
Last video, and it's a
one more time.
Think of them as geeses where they get mad super easily, except they're less funny because they can end your free trial to life. So yeah, I'm going to use that, and the next time I'm going to use is really going to elevate Toothless from scary to horrifying, and that is a gelatin bird. Finally, I'm going to go to Jurassic World Dominion and add the Quetzalcoatl sound, and now that I'm done, you can listen to it.
That is kind of, I mean, it's not like, it's more scary than horrifying.
Okay, next up we have Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, it got
if you
worse.
were to listen to Freddy's roar or scream,
we'll see Godzilla here in a second.
To it, it sounds like a velociraptor. Okay, this might be just me, but why did the jump scares get worse at each Five Nights at Freddy's game? It turned from
that's facts, actually. I do agree with that.
Jumping at you to like some guy standing there. Anyway, so if Freddy sounds like a velociraptor, then I'll have to one-up it with something more horrifying, and that is a Scorpius Rex.
Ooh, that's a solid roar. Yeah, that's solid.
I think I already got the job done for the roar. I added the sound and made a higher pitch. However, I also added short circuits in the background so that it gives an animatronic vibe.
Ooh, I like
now
that,
you can listen to
yeah, I mean, that's scarier for sure.
And I love how we live in a world
where
Eminem, Kratos, and Godzilla can be in the same room with each other wearing Jordans. Like, bro, how did Toho let this slide? But don't worry, I will avenge my father brother by making the legendary roar horrifying. And I needed to lock in, so I couldn't use those, like, random animals. Okay?
Lock in!
I need to find the most scary dinosaurs and monsters from pop culture and make something out of it. Starting off, we got the Giga from Dominion. Probably the least favorite theropod out of the 3 theropods in the franchise. But it would be great for the roar
mixed with Godzilla's roar?
Next, we got the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. It's a classic roar, and it will also complement the Giga. I also added audio effects to both of their roars so that it isn't a 1-to-1 copy.
Beautiful.
Finally, we need one more roar. Instead of the 2 dinosaurs, I want to use a Titan, and I was deciding between Ghidorah and Rodan.
Spino.
And after careful consideration, I scrapped both of them and replaced them with Shimo.
And Shimo mixed with Godzilla for the ultimate horrifying roar. Let's hear it.
Shimo's roar, I can't really describe it, so you're going to have to see what I'm talking about in a few seconds, but it just fits Godzilla better. After splicing everything together, I finally did it. I made Godzilla
what was he cooking?
Sound okay. I tried, okay?
You sound okay? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let me know what y'all think of this, by the way. Here's the Godzilla one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do like Godzilla's roar, but that one right there, I mean, it had a little more scratchy to it. You know what I'm saying? He sounded more like a monster than a Godzilla. He is a monster. You know what I'm saying, though? It sounded a little more scary, like a horror film. Like, if I heard that, brother, nightmares forever.
I try to make these monsters sound
not too bad. So now we're hopping on to the next video. This one's titled, I Made Popular Monsters Sound Horrifying. So who do we have in this one? We got Bowser, a T-Rex, and Mike Wazowski?
But me, as one dude, is going to try to make these monsters sound as horrifying as possible.
Mike Wazowski? Oh, come on.
I can only import 3 sounds.
Oh, my boy,
so
Mike.
Let's start off with the
T-Rex.
The story behind the T-Rex roar is actually pretty interesting. When they were making the sound for the T-Rex,
what y'all think of the Godzilla one? Let me know in the comments.
A lot of animals.
What would you have mixed together?
But when they were coming up with the roar, they were kind of stumped. So I guess one day they took their camera with them and went to the zoo. And at the zoo, they were chilling with this baby elephant until it made this sound. Yep, that's what created the most famous sound in movie history. But wait a minute,
wait,
baby
actually?
elephants aren't scary. I mean, everyone else says I look scary. So I committed myself to make a...
Wait a minute. I can't just pass that up. Somebody fact check that, please. Was a baby elephant the one that made that noise to sound like the T-Rex? I'm so confused. Listen.
Yep, that's what created the most famous sound in movie history. But wait a minute, baby
I don't know if that's true. Somebody let me know.
Everyone else says I look scary. So I committed myself to make a roar
I need a
as
fact
scary
check
as
on
possible.
that.
See, the first
That
thing
would
I
be
did
insane.
was analyze the T-Rex body, and I noticed it had big teeth and a big belly, and it was pretty big. You know, I'm pretty smart. But you know what other animal has all those traits? A hippo.
Hippos do count. They sound kind of lethal.
Down. Let's go to the other part. See, the T-Rex makes these little growls before it roars, and I thought of the perfect animal for it, and that is an American bison. Now, I didn't need to add another sound, but I was really vibing with the hippo sound, so I decided to add a gorilla sound under it, and now you can see how it looks. This is the...
I like the small little rumbles there. Kind of sounded normal. Let's hear it. Oh, I was about to say, it didn't sound that much different. This is the one that's actually changed. That was the before. After, let's see. Ooh, okay, I like that. I do like that. This one's gonna be interesting. Mike Wazowski.
So I'm gonna help my boy out by giving him another roar. See, looking at Mike's body proportions, he kind of looks like a toad. If you listen to
he's just round,
funny. So I decided to get rid of that and replace it with a bat. Now for the roar, I didn't want it to be deep, but I also didn't want it to be high pitched. So I kind of had to find in the middle, and I thought of doing a deeper roar for the Velociraptor.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't think I needed a third roar,
Not
so
bad.
I kind of just finished it off with this.
Oh,
so here, you can listen to this. Last but not least, look, I love everything about Bowser, from his voice, to his hair, to his
bottom of the list.
Design. But the thing that sucks
Bowser should be good.
Bowser would benefit from such a good roar, so I'm going to help him out a little bit. See, I was looking at Bowser's wiki, and I noticed he was a reptile. So that made me want to use some lizard or dinosaur sound.
That is fact.
But that's actually not going to be his primary sound effect. See, one day I was wrestling with this grizzly bear in my backyard, and I said to myself, that kind of looks like Bowser. Okay, and I added the sound effect where I needed. Now, the second one I wanted to use was the Velociraptor sound. See, the genius strategy I had behind that was that the grizzly bear was kind of deep, but the Velociraptor was more high-pitched, so I thought they would balance each other out, so that's why I added it.
Not bad thinking. Thanos in the background, I like it.
The last sound effect I was kind of stuck on, but then I thought of it. See, Bowser was made in Japan, and you want to know what other lizard was made in Japan? Godzilla has many variants.
Godzilla comes back into play.
But I didn't really like how deep it was, so I decided to use the
Bowser?
higher-pitched 1950s version, and I added it under the Velociraptor sound. After splicing everything together, I finally got it. I finally made Bowser stop sounding
Bowser,
bad.
and a raptor.
Here's the before.
Before with Bowser. Let's hear it. One time for the one. His was pretty good, though, in the movie, I thought.
Open the gates! Do you yield?
He does not yield.
I do not.
Like, that's a pretty solid roar, bro. By itself. I don't even think it needed to be changed, to be honest.
I try to make these monsters sound as scary as possible in
oh,
this
wait,
video,
did he? That was the one? Oh, hold up. I thought that was the one from the movie. Wait a minute, then, because that sounds a lot better now that I'm... Let me hear it again. Okay, nah, I changed my opinion. That's the best one of the day. It does still include Godzilla. I was about to say, bro, that was the one from the original movie. Nah, that was the one he made. Godzilla mixed with Bowser, mixed with a raptor. Who would have thought? Let me know which roar was your favorite in today's video, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I love ya. Goodbye.